I hope that y'all can see me, because I wanted to make sure the boxes get in this video. I can always hold them up. Alright, so this came here yesterday. This came this morning here. This came the other day. The rest of this came to Dad's address. So I want to go through this stuff real quick. But this came from Joanne. It's called the Pink Stuff Miracle Cleaning Paste. So I can't wait to try it. I don't know what it does. I'm gonna have to Google it and see how you work it. But that's exciting. Lord knows we got a lot of stuff to clean around here with all these animals. Don't want to moan. You know, I tend to moan, evidently. No, I'm just joking. That was a joke to that woman that said I moan. This is Fast Act Plus for cats. It kills fleas, flea eggs, ticks, and lice. And this is from Sherry. So Sherry, thank you for this. Anything over 1.5 pounds. So all my other cats, I guess, but not the new baby, because the new baby is too small for this. But probably for sure Bobby, the little white one with no tail, that'll be good for her. My big cats, I don't know about, I don't know, and I don't know what it is, except for the cats clean themselves constantly. I don't put any kind of flea stuff on my outside cats. When they're living in the house, when they were kittens and young adults, before they started going out, I always kept on flea spray. What are you doing? Well, he won't be in video because he just stripped down to his underwear. I guess he's had a rough morning out. We just got back from town. So I had to go to, had to drop off. Well, I didn't even do that because I got there and the line was so long, but I was headed to UPS first, the UPS drop off, to drop off some shoes and some little titty shoes I bought, and they came from, okay, well that's a whole other story, because them shoes evidently came from China or somewhere, so they couldn't go back to UPS, but then I had another package I needed to take back. So, but when I got there, the line was really long. So out of the 2 packages, 2 returns I had, both purchased at Amazon. One could go back to Amazon and be dropped off at the UPS drop-off store. The other had to be sent back. I had to label it and everything because it actually came from overseas. It's like Hong Kong. It was actually a weird name, like, I don't know, I'm not even going to try to say it, but it was a name I could not pronounce, an Asian word. So, just heads up, when y'all order things like that, they were little titty shoes, like these little shoes I buy all the time, these little flat bottom little shoes. But they weren't, the picture of them was not what I was expecting. So those had to go back in regular mail. Anyway, then we ran into Potez. That's another little lumber hardware store we have in Cleveland. It's family operated, owned and, you know, individually owned and operated. It's not like your big box stores. Even McCoy's, even though it's a small store, it's a big store. I mean, they have them all over the place. Potez is not like that. I think Potez has one other store, and that's in Liberty. So, I may be wrong. They may have more than one, but they're still, it's a small little family-owned thing. But sometimes when I just need something quick, I run in there. So the other day, Ted stopped and went under the house to look at the AC ducting. And while he was under there, his little girlfriend was with him, and she asked if she used the bathroom because they had already come from another job and was coming here. And I said, yeah, no problem. praise this, guys, here I am again with how God works. They did that, my bathroom, they redid it, all that flooring stuff, you know, all that was redone. My bathroom looks so pretty, right? From you would not ever think there's a problem. She goes in to pee, flushes the toilet. He happens to be under the house looking at the ductwork, and my wax ring is leaking. I don't know what the problem is in this house. That evidently that has always been a problem in this house. You know, when I got the house and changed the bathroom out the first time from mobile home to regular, go to Home Depot and buy stuff, there was already some rot in there. I'd already replaced some rot. So I don't understand the situation with the toilet. It's a weird thing. So I went to Potez, and I bought 3 because Oakley is the brand of this plumbing. Oakley, I think it's Oakley or Oakley. I think it's Oakley. I may be wrong, but anyway, the brand makes all kinds of plumbing parts. And I was reading about stuff last night. And you can get spacers, so like when you do a floor, let's say you have a cement floor, and your flange is there and it's even with the floor, then you come in later and you come in with a tile. Maybe it's a thick tile. No matter what you put, it's going to come up above the flange because the flange was put in the floor the way it was. Unless you already had already known what tile you were going to use and they set the flange to that height. Lots of places aren't like that, or even in a remodel. So you can get spacers, flange toilet spacers. So it goes on the flange, looks like a flange, except it's not a flange. And it sits down in the same place. You bring your toilet bowl holes through at the same, it's got the little slit in it. If anybody knows what I'm talking about, there's a little slit where the holes go and you can turn it. They approve that you can use up to 3 spacers. That means if your floor is this, but you put a thick floor in, now your toilet's, the flange itself is below the floor, you can use these spacers to bring bring it up. So I got thinking maybe we needed a spacer. So I got a new wax ring. Actually, I bought 2, a thick one and then a regular one. One has this little rubber stuff that goes down into the pipe. One is just plain, nothing on it but a ring of wax. That way he can choose which ones he wants to use. I bought 3 spacers. I think they're a 1/4 inch thick or 1/2 inch thick, I don't know, something like that. So, you know, if we put 3 of them, that's going to bring it up pretty good. If we need the height, however much we can choose, how many spacers we put. I'm not talking about little, I left them in the car, so you can't, but I mean, they're full circles and look like a toilet flange. You know, the flange that's in the floor, they look like one. They just don't have that down pipe, you know, that goes down and hooks into your plumbing. And it just brings the height to the toilet up to floor. I got 3 of those. I got caulk because I watched a little YouTube clip of the man putting a spacer in, and he put a bead of caulk between his flange and his spacer. Then he put his spacer on. And so I thought, well, I better get caulk too because I don't know what I've got out there. And anyway, did some stuff got that stuff at Potez for that. So praise God, he was under there looking at ductwork and realized I still have a problem with my toilet. So I got that stuff. Anyway, I also stopped at Dollar General. Look at that. I just ran in for canned food for kittens. Because I realized the new kitten eats hard food. But she picks at it. But when I feed Chia, you know, Chia only has that lemon rice. She can only eat the canned and it has to be lemon rice. When I fed Chia, she wants to eat with her and growls at her and tries to get Chia away from the food. So I got her some cans. They didn't have kitten. I wanted kitten. They didn't have any kitten. I didn't want to go into Walmart. Levi was in the car. Mom rode with me. Mom wasn't dressed to go in. So it was just going to be a real quick run into Dollar General. And they had no kitten. I did find, I do have canned food. But it's not kitten. Anyway, this is what I want to show y'all that I found. Oh, this is for the dogs. They chewed up their other toys. They had fluff all over the living room the other day when I got home. Okay, so I was going toward the dog food at Dollar General, and look at all these little fairy garden stuff. There's a little fairy sleeping on a little flower petal. But this is mainly, I didn't get fairies. I've got all those other fairies that was sent to me. But look, a little wheelbarrow. I got two or three of these little chairs. Remember some of those little fairy figurines I showed y'all yesterday on the Gifts and Goodies Saturday has them, some that are sitting. Here's another little chair. This is the only little bridge, like little, not bridge, but little like path. So, but at least I know now that I can look at other Dollar Generals for other things. Here's just a little fairy girl. And then I got two little bird baths. So I was really excited. I mean, I went in there for cat food and came out with several little dollar items for a fairy garden. So that was pretty exciting. I'm going to put all these little fairy things in. I bought this coat. I'm not going to lie. I went in with nothing in my hand. And then, because I'm just going back to cat food. And then I found all these. I'm walking around like this, so I grabbed a tote. And I'm thinking, well, I was just good. At first, I thought I'm just going to grab a tote to carry everything to the front. And then I thought, no, get the lid. This will be a good thing to keep all the little fairy parts in until I go out to set up my fairy garden. Anyway, I just want to show y'all that. Those are really cute. I just got them right there at Dollar General. Alright, so this came to Dad's address, Mom and Dad's, and there's no tag. There's no tag in the box. These two packed things came together. I don't know if y'all can see. These two came together. This is beautiful. Solar garden light. Isn't that pretty? And this, use my fingernail. I still don't know what I do with my cutter. Find it laying somewhere where I had probably put it in my pocket. Probably in my room, maybe, I don't know. That's how it usually works around here. Throw something in my pocket. Oh, pretty little lamps. They're just battery operated. They look really pretty on the deck. There's two of them in this box. Isn't that pretty? I don't know what y'all can see. I don't know what you can see. I hope I'm in a good spot. There's two of these, just alike. So I don't know who sent these, but I love them. Thank you. Those are so pretty. I can't wait till I get my patio at my deck and my fairy garden going. My deck already looks pretty. I just want to zhuzh it up. And I'll be able to do that when it cools off some. This came to Dad's too. Renee sent, oh, some more solar string lights. Awesome. I tell you what, y'all aren't lying when y'all give me those comments saying they're going to be able to see my backyard from space. They will. Thank you, Renee. I love them. I'll put them over here with all the other lights. Now, these two boxes came from Teresa. Teresa sent this stuff. I have her little tags right here that came. Did you bring my drink in?
Yeah.
Don't you dirty up 100 glasses. You drink all your drink in the car, that big old drink. We went, did I already say it? We kept coming up the highway after I stopped at UPS store and said, I'm not going in there, it's too crowded. And Mom goes, well, we got to go the other way so we can go to Wiener Schnitzel. We've never been to Wiener Schnitzel. And I said, Mom, it's just going to be hot dogs. And she was, I don't care. I want to be able to say I've been to Wiener Schnitzel. So we went to Wiener Schnitzel. And then when we pulled in, she goes, oh, mother. She said, I don't know why we wanted to come here. These are things we can make at home. She wanted a hot dog with mayonnaise and nothing else. So she wasn't getting chili, she wasn't getting cheese, she wasn't getting anything on it. Just slather mayonnaise on her bun and give her a weenie on it. And I was like, well, yeah, I don't know what we just paid for that, but you could have made that at home for yourself. Oh my gosh, isn't that adorable? Teresa, it's adorable. It's so, oh, it's a boot. Isn't that cute? It's a little boot. I love it. I woke up this morning with ideas about my fairy garden. Do it in tiers. So when I finally get it framed out and filled in, then I'm going to get some. Get down! Jensen's getting bad about trying to get this. Sometimes we sit here at the table for the most part. He sticks a movie in, and that's where we sit and eat lunch. And Jensen's getting really bad because he's just at that height where he can get to what's on. So he's been getting some spankings lately for that mess. What was I going to say? So, I'm going to do the frame, fill it in, right? Then I'm going to get some, either another frame, but I think I want to have it more organic. So I think some of that, the garden, I'm going to draw a blank now on what I'm trying to think of, what I want, the edging. And then I'm going to go up high with some edging, maybe in some kind of like an 8 shape. So it goes in and out, and then do it. And then on top of it, make another smaller section and smaller section on top of that. So it'll have, in my mind, I'm seeing 3 tiers on each side. And then out here at the bottom and the front, before you get to the tiers, all decorated. Then I'm going to try to do something with that to make it look like there is a little creek or stream coming down from those tiers, down and then onto the main. See it in my head. I see it in my head. And I think it's going to be exciting. Might be harder than what I think to get done, but I think it's going to be exciting. I was even thinking about one of the tiers at the top, just mounding up the dirt somehow, mounding it up, even if I have to use maybe some concrete and do some kind of a fake mound. And then that one, the one gift that I got that was the 2 windows in the door with the little light that comes on, I thought mounting that in it so it's a permanent, like in the side of a mountain, like on the Hobbits, where the Hobbits lived. I just could sort of see that like that, and I thought that would be really cute. Anyway, I've got all kinds of ideas. All kinds of ideas. It's very, very exciting. So this is the little shoe. The boot was from Teresa, and this is from Teresa. The box, I don't know if they came in one box and were together or if they came in separate boxes. But I know that it has rained. These are sitting out on that picnic table where Dad took kids in, but the rain had blown. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's so cute. It's like a little mushroom house. Little mushroom house. It's solar, so it's a real solar panel. And then, what is this? Oh, a little fairy on a swing. See her on a swing? And, oh. Teresa, these are adorable. Oh my gosh, this is a carriage. Oh, my nose is running. It's a carriage with a unicorn horse. Isn't that cute? I think in one of the things I got was I think it was, and I may be wrong, but I think I got a bridge. But if I didn't, when I start looking through stuff, I'm going to order me a bridge, maybe a couple of bridges. So on the different tiers, it looks like they travel over the bridges to get to each other's house. Honestly, I feel like it won't be, that's where my ideas just come to me, because I'll tell y'all what, on this buffet over here, all this goes away after Thanksgiving, and this is where I put my winter village, and I keep it up like I do my wreaths, any wreaths in the house that are what you would call a Christmas wreath. If they don't have any bulbs, you know, like the bulbs you would hang on, if they're not decorated for like a Christmas tree type wreath, if it's just like poinsettia leaves and, you know, the little red holly berries, stuff like that, then they stay out throughout the entire winter season. This stays out the entire winter season. If I put anything away, usually it's the Christmas trees and things like that. I have everything for a village, and I have enough village stuff that I do a 2-tier sometimes. And I have, remember the big popcorn cans that you get, the big popcorn cans? I put one at this end. Now I cover this with snow, that fake, you know, snow. Cover it with snow, put the 2 popcorn tins covered in snow. I have a board that goes across the top from end to end, covered in snow. And then I start setting up, and I usually do these up here are houses, and these down here is the town. And I have the town square where the little roller rink thing is, and the little people with the magnets sort of just go around and around. I have it all, and I do that right here. Out of everybody besides the kids that love it, Daniel loves it. He always tells Lou they're going to do them a village, but she doesn't like. Lou is very sparse in her decorating. She doesn't, y'all seen her house. It's beautiful, but she doesn't do a whole lot. And at Christmas time, it'll be the same. She puts out a few Christmas things and something on the door and her Christmas tree, and she's done. And she would never want a whole wall of stuff she's got to deal with. That's just not Lou. So I told Daniel, I said, it's okay. You can just see it when you come here. And so every Sunday I have it on. The kids get up and on their little stools and look at it. They love it. Anyway, so the ideas that I take from my Christmas village and winter village, I'm trying to put them into how, and I do that here too, where I have a Christmas tree farm. So I have the man and his wagon with a tree in the back, and then I bought so many trees, the little miniature trees, and they're all out there, and then it looks like he's coming through a gate. I have the Christmas tree, little sales shed, you know, where you would make the purchase and pay for it, and then looks like they sell wreaths, and you see wreaths up there with little price tags on them. That's all in one end at the top. So it's like this little, in my mind I can see it like this little farmer, and he has a Christmas tree farm, and he delivers trees to the people in the village. That's how I see it. And so I have him down there, and it's all fenced off with real pretty fencing, and all the trees are just scattered around there, and you see him coming through with his wagon with his tree in the back. And I can just see, I can take that thought and sort of go to this fairy garden in the same way, like how they would, if they were real people, how would they live? So I can't wait to get started on it. So this is from Joanne. Joanne, I'm going to show something in just a minute, so don't freak out and think that something wasn't in here. So here are some more of the little lights, the little solar lights, and they're in little elves. They're really cute, little elves. So I can't wait to put those up when it comes that time. And then she got the girls a sparkle salon. They can do things for their hair, little headbands. They're gonna love that. And 2 boxes of Swiss Miss with marshmallows. We love Swiss Miss, so that's gonna come in really handy at when it starts cooling off. We only got both love hot cocoa, so this is gonna be really good. And I will probably, I'm not gonna lie to you, I keep a big in the kitchen. I keep a big canister, my 3-piece canister sets, the little red ones with the flower, the floral ones. And the middle one is cocoa, is what I usually put the cocoa in. And I buy the big tub and I just dump it in there. And so I will do that with these. I will take these and open them and dump them into my big canister, and it'll just always be there for a couple of teaspoons and some hot water. So this works out good. So thank you so much, Joanne. This is going to really come in handy. Laura too, and Connor when they're here. They love cocoa. All right, so let me show y'all something real quick. I'm going to have to turn it off. Well, no, I can do it backwards, I think. Let me see. Let me see how I have to. Oh no, I'm going to have to turn it. Okay, I'm going to turn it backwards. Stop. I'm going to stop and turn it around. Hold on. Okay, so I had already showed y'all a few days ago that the house was decorated. And so then yesterday, when I filmed opening the gifts for today's video, this is Saturday, and I don't like to confuse people because y'all won't see this on Saturday. Y'all already seen the gift and goodies that I did Friday for Saturday. Or did I do them Saturday morning for Saturday? But regardless, y'all seen the gift and goodies on Saturday. And when I did that gifts and goodies, I opened some other fall for in the house things. So I want to show y'all. I already had this. Y'all seen this the other day. I had the scarecrow up there, and I have one over, where is he? Up there. And I had just the fall foliage stuff hanging. Well, I put the turkeys there. The turkeys are hanging there, all lit up. Aren't they cute? And this is the canister I was talking about. My canister, this is the one with cocoa in it. This is spiced tea, cocoa, and these are my little coffee. The only coffee that I drink that's hot. And it's the caramel cappuccino, and it's Walmart brand. And good thing coffee lasts a long time, because that is literally from this past winter all the way up to maybe February or March was the last time I've opened that. Although I did take a couple on the trip me and Mom went on, because the last trip we'd gone on prior to that, she had forgotten her little pods. And so I threw some in because she drinks the same stuff. All right, so now yes, I hear you over here, and you're not going out yet. So here is another, remember the foliage, the garland I opened? I wrapped these lights in it. And this is just, oh no, there's the lights with the garland, the little leaves hooked to it. And then that's just one of those strands of garland. Isn't that pretty? I don't know what y'all can see. Hanging over the door. And then over here, I was talking about hanging right here. So here is the other garland. It didn't have any lights on it. It was just garland. And I hung these little acorns around it. See how it's all lit up and bright. So I've already put some of this fall stuff to use. And it looks pretty. And when I turn the lights off at night, it's so pretty. which I told y'all I was going to order some lights and fill that in, so I've already done that. I ordered this black strand, or brown. It's a dark brown strand, so you can't see it wrapped up in there, so it brightens up the mantle. Anyway, that's a few things that was down at Dad's and a couple things that came in after here that I'd already done the gifts and goodies, and they came in afterwards. So I'll put this out for y'all Thursday. So I love you guys. God bless y'all. I hope that this is coming out after the Labor Day weekend. So I hope y'all had a wonderful Labor Day. And see y'all later. Love you guys. God bless you.